So in the year 2000, I'd left Paris to set up my first hypnotherapy clinic. My clinic was open to clients in the evenings and on Saturdays. And during the day, I also held a position as Director of Studies of the largest language school in Southern Ireland. And this period of my life was very formative. I learned how to build a business. I honed my skills as a hypnotherapist. I developed strong managerial skills. I learned how to live outside my comfort zone, and I developed self-awareness. But I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy because I missed Paris. Paris had become my second skin, and although I had since learned not to be attached to my story, I would like to share this anecdote with you by way of demonstrating the power of the law of attraction and showing you that you too can activate this within your life. You are limitless, my friend. Listen to the story. If and when you go and apply this to your own life, please share your experiences with me then. What amuses me today is that the book called The Secret was published about 1 month after this incident happened to me. Every morning at 7:30 I would open the main door of the school and start to prepare for the day ahead. I'd go upstairs and sit at my desk, going through what needed to be done, with 250 students and 30 teachers in mind. In September 2006, I had begun to think that my life was destined to be there, and that returning to France was more of a fantasy than a potential reality. But one day, I received a postcard from a French student. The postcard depicted the Eiffel Tower. I stared at the picture, smiled, and gave it pride of place on my desk, visible to me at all times. And from that day on, and for several weeks, I would come into the school, climb the stairs, sit at my desk and take a few minutes to look at the photograph of the Eiffel Tower, sometimes reminiscing, but mostly imagining myself at the foot of the tower, actually projecting myself to the front of the tower, feeling the cold, crisp air on my face, but especially feeling the sheer joy of being there. I didn't really know why I was doing that, but it felt nice. And it was quite simply automatic and felt really natural. I felt relaxed and overjoyed at the same time. If nothing else, this got my day started stress-free, which was of great value in itself. Every morning this ritual continued as naturally as waking up or breathing. Each time I found myself standing in front of the Eiffel Tower, and it felt as real can be, and I felt so happy doing this without questioning it, just enjoying the feelings and the experience of the moment. Then one day, something unbelievable happened. It was 7:30. I put the key in the door and stepped into the school. Everything seemed to be in slow motion. I walked into the reception area. On the coffee table, a magazine was open and it grabbed my attention for some reason. I walked over to look at the 2-page article. There in front of me was a beautiful picture of the Eiffel Tower. And the title of the article was Living in Paris. My legs shook a little as it felt like I was in another dimension. I sat down, looking at the photograph, reading parts of the article, but actually mentally transported again to my favorite city, the place I wanted to be. This in itself was intriguing and could have been considered by some people as a coincidence. But listen to the rest of the story. It gets better. Only 3 hours later, 3 hours after I had seen the article on living in Paris, I got a phone call from my best friend in Paris. I hadn't heard from him in months. So even though I was extremely busy, I felt in my heart that I simply had to pick up the call. I heard an enthusiastic voice at the other end, and this is what he said. "Hey, I have an idea that you can't refuse. I found a way for you to come back to live in Paris again." I was definitely in another dimension now. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I went to a classroom and sat down. The noise of the chattering students at break time seemed to fade away into the distance. He said we could set up a business together that would bring his business skills and network and my skills and knowledge of education and training together. That we could set it all up easily, and that he was already prepared with everything we would need and all the necessary contacts. My heart was beating fast. I called him back at 3 p.m. with my answer. I said, "Let's do it." After about 4 months, I was living in an apartment behind the Louvre Museum, 5 minutes from the Pont des Arts Bridge, where I had a beautiful view of the evening lights of the Eiffel Tower. The law of attraction is truly amazing. And here's how you can activate this natural, universal law to create the life you dream of. Step 1. Choose something that you absolutely want to manifest in your life. Beyond any shadow of a doubt, feel this as a deep and burning desire. Step 2. Find pictures that represent exactly what you want to manifest. This is a very important part of the process that many people overlook. This makes a huge difference as it convinces the subconscious mind that what you want already exists. Step 3. Never miss an opportunity to look at the images. In fact, stare at them so that you enter a sort of daydream state, imagining yourself in the picture, surrounded or beside whatever it is you wish to manifest. Contrary to what many people tell us, this is not a simple visualization technique. In fact, you need to enter this daydream state and feel as if your desired outcome is actually happening right now. Some people tell us to feel as if it has already happened, but this puts it in the past and actually sabotages the manifestation. What we should do is feel and see it as if it is actually happening now. Remember, we only ever have the present moment, and so to manifest something, the vision and feelings must be in the present moment. This is the language of the subconscious mind and the reality of the superconscious mind. Step 4. Repeat this process every day and regularly with no judgment of what you are feeling, just enjoying it in the present moment. Just see and feel it in the now. No words or labels or future expectations, just know it is happening right now. The universe then conspires to manifest this for or with you with perfect timing. If you do this, your energy will be fully aligned with whatever you wish to manifest. Enjoy creating your life, my friends.